We are Guild 11 presenting our project on clean water. We had to identify the issues that our waters face. There is an abundant amount of blue-green algae, which causes eutrophication, taking oxygen and sunlight away from the plants and animals underneath. This algae also creates toxins which affect human life and animal life. Why is this happening is because there is an excessive amount of phosphorus being introduced to our waters. The issue is phosphorus takes a lot of time to eliminate from the environment and is very hard to detect as it is a naturally occurring chemical.
The biggest source of phosphorus contamination comes from agricultural areas where phosphorus is found abundant in fertilizer. Other sources include the erosion of rocks and untreated septic water. In doing our research on phosphorus contamination, we found the Great Lakes to have high levels. So our initial problem statement is, how might we ensure our Great Lakes meet recommended phosphorus levels?
So who are the users and what do they need? Well, the users are anyone surrounding or using the water from the Great Lakes, and what they need is safe water for drinking, farming, and for recreational use like fishing or swimming. Our objectives are primarily to lower phosphorus contamination levels by preventing further damage due to excessive phosphorus being added to the lakes and the removal of excess phosphorus currently in the lakes.
One of the constraints for a project like this is finances. So a project of this size would require a very large amount of funding, as it is very expensive to remove phosphorus from a water resource. When blue-green algae becomes abundant enough, it becomes toxic for both humans and animals, which would require detoxification of that water resource. Part of our brainstorming and research included having an interview with Dr. Andrew Sinclair, who studied biological engineering. His work involves phosphorus in our water systems. We've also researched government and institutional studies to back our findings.
A high concentration of phosphorus levels leads to excessive algae growth in water. Phosphorus loads originate from fertilizers, animal waste, and failing septic systems, according to the Ministry of Environment. A significant increase of reported algae blooms has been observed from 1994, with some reports coming in November. A graph of this trend is shown on the right, where there is a great increase of cyanobacteria and chlorophytes from 1994 to 2009. The goals for this project are acceptable phosphorus levels in the Great Lakes by decrease in contamination from agricultural runoff in other areas.
Thank you for listening to our presentation.